Dating and relationships have always been hard, but in this day and age, dating and relationships can feel impossible. Every day I speak to both men and women who tell me the same things, that they just can't find a good partner, that they're frustrated with dating, and that finding the right person is never going to happen for them. I know, I get it, I feel it, and I struggle with the same things. That's why I started this channel in the first place, because I believe that nothing is more important than our relationships, and nothing can bring us more happiness than an amazing lifelong relationship with a partner. But why is finding that person so difficult? Why has dating become so hard? In this video, I'll explain why and offer some tips on hanging in there and turning things around. So don't go anywhere. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Antonio Borrello. Welcome to my channel. I'm a psychologist and relationship expert, and I make weekly dating and relationship advice videos based on the latest psychological science and my years of experience as a psychologist and a relationship therapist. If you're new to my channel, please take a moment and hit that subscribe button to be sure that you're getting all of my latest videos that will help you make your love life the best part of your life. Just click on subscribe and then click on that little bell icon and you'll be good to go. Okay, so on to our topic. Why is dating so hard? And is it this way for everyone? Those of you who know me know that I was married for 9 years and I've been divorced for almost 5 years now. So I've been single, as in not married, for 5 years. And yes, during that time I've been in some more serious committed relationships, but I too have not yet found my forever after person. And despite all of my experience with helping people navigate through relationship issues, the truth is, I struggle with them too. We all do, especially when we really like a person. Yeah, dating is difficult. Dating is difficult because it involves putting ourselves out there, presenting ourselves to another person, and hoping that we like them, but also hoping that they feel the same way. Dating is difficult because in order to be successful, to find a great partner, we have to make ourselves vulnerable to being rejected. And it's different from anything else. When we're on a date, we're not hoping that another person appreciates our work or that they find something we made useful. And it's not a community effort. It's something we must do on our own. And dating is not like working on something for a long time and then reaping the rewards of your efforts. No, dating is putting yourself in front of a potential mate and hoping that they like you, for who you are. Just you, not what you've done, not what you have or who you associate with. So first and foremost, dating involves being in a vulnerable space, in the here and now. And it involves the risk of being rejected. And yes, that's a scary place. So when we reach out and text someone or communicate and share our ideas and thoughts and feelings, we wait in anticipation, hoping to get the response we want, or a response at all. So it's this fear of vulnerability and rejection that makes dating and getting into relationships difficult. Because many people fear being hurt more than they want love. But it might have always been that way. The difference is that before the internet, before Match.com and Bumble, we didn't have too many other choices. But nowadays, we have so many pseudo replacements for a true connection. We have friends with benefits, we have a hookup culture, we have pornography, and we have female and male prostitution and strip clubs. So if you're yearning for a physical connection, you can find a way to get those needs met. Well, kind of, without having to risk putting yourself out there and being vulnerable. But make no mistake about it, you're absolutely not going to find love or a real emotional connection without being vulnerable and getting into a place of emotional intimacy with a partner. Number 2, dating is hard because we experience a paradox of choice. Today's technology, connectivity, and innovative applications make connecting with and meeting new friends easy. And we have a seemingly endless number of possible matches. But with so many choices in dating, what should make dating easier than ever seems to make it impossibly stressful. It's the paradox of choice. Modern dating, mobile dating, dating apps make us believe that we have so many choices that we can't feel satisfied about our choices or choose at all. With so many options, there's also a lot of apathy. You'll match with so many people that you never even message. You realize that the majority of the people that you match with are probably barely looked at your profile anyway, or haven't quite committed to dating, or are already dating tons of other people. and your match becomes far less significant. So for modern singles, the supply has never been so big and the incentive to choose so small. So matches go unmessaged, messages go unanswered, and so many online conversations never turn into offline dates. Number 3, dating is difficult because the grass looks greener over there. So even when we choose, we're always looking out for better options. The second way that these apps ruin our dating lives is that the abundance of choice leaves us unsatisfied with the choices that we make. It's the fear of missing out. And this can lead to either failure to make matches or failure to commit to the matches you've made. In the back of everyone's mind while on a date is, I bet I can find someone hotter, or I wonder who's on Bumble tonight. It's sad. Keeping other options on the back burner or simply operating with the grass is greener on the other dating app mentality contributes to the sense of apathy. Every date you go on, you're already aware that you have other options waiting in your queue. And that takes the pressure off, but it also lessens the incentive to try. Number 4, dating is difficult because we struggle with finding the one versus finding the perfect one. Okay, so this is one that I've struggled with too. Recognize when you're being ridiculously picky, having unrealistic expectations, and this goes hand in hand with the never settle mantra. Having an abundance of choice can cause us to have the false belief that it's possible to find the perfect one. So we have these incredibly high expectations combined with impatience and expecting someone to stand out above and beyond all the other choices immediately. But that's not how attraction works. In fact, we become more attracted to people when they become familiar to us, and we aren't giving people the chance. The mere exposure effect is a psychological phenomenon in which people develop a preference for things that they become familiar with. This phenomenon also applies to attraction towards people. The more often a person is seen by someone, the more pleasing that person seems. This familiarity principle was demonstrated in a 1992 university study where several women of similar levels of attractiveness attended university classes 5, 10, or 15 times in a semester. These women were instructed to play the role of a college student but not interact with the instructor or any of their peers. At the end of the semester, students were given photos of the women and asked how much they liked them. And the women that they had seen more often were better liked than the ones who had attended only a few classes. And other research has shown that people who you aren't necessarily attracted to at first sight can become attracted to you over time as you get to know them better. So evaluating someone's fitness as a partner within the span of a single date or a single swipe eliminates this possibility. People are attracted to one another for a variety of reasons. Sometimes our attraction towards another person is based on his or her looks, but more often we're drawn in because of their personality, their confidence, and familiarity. We're also enticed by people who are similar to us and possess the characteristics that fulfill our desires. Lastly, we become attracted to the people we interact with and see frequently. So before you write off your last date because he told a bad joke or two, give him another chance. Instead of having crazy high expectations, we should focus on the root of relationships, the feeling you get when you're with someone special. Focus on how someone makes you feel rather than focusing on whether or not they live up to these crazy expectations. And know that rejection does not mean you're not good enough. If for whatever reason you're not right for someone else, that decision is up to them. It's easy to get hung up on the whys behind their decision, but dwelling on them doesn't change the reality. If you aren't right for someone else, that means that they're not right for you either. Move on and let them go. And do not use the experience as proof that you aren't good enough. Meeting a person that's not right for you, a person that is not a good match, is not a reflection of you, period. So what do you all think about dating these days? Is it easier than it was 10 years ago? Do you think too many people have unrealistic expectations or give up too soon and move on to the next person without really giving someone a chance? And how do you feel about engaging in an active dating search or online dating? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's start a discussion. Remember, you're not alone. If you're single and dating, I'm sure you can relate to these experiences, and we all have them. So I look forward to chatting with you. That's it for this one. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching to the end. I'll see you in the next video.